There's a lot of Justin Bieber news.
I've been seeing some of it, I think.
Some of it's funny to me, but some of it's sad. Okay, so the biggest headline is that Justin Bieber unfollows Benny Blanco. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I don't really think it's that weird. I don't really think it's that weird.
I don't think it's that weird. I can't imagine a world where I'm following my ex's new partner and they're having this very successful public relationship. And it's not just like an ex, like I get he's married, he has a baby, he's moved on, but their relationship was complicated, long, drawn out, and there's been trauma from the fans even after the relationships ended.
Yeah, and obviously, like I'm sure there's stuff with like Haley. It's hard for her because they're always talking about Selena and doing all this. So it's like I can't imagine my partner having these problems with my ex and like her now man and whatever, and me still following her partner. You know?
I could definitely see him like unfollowing Benny Blanco for Haley. But my one thought on it was like Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco have had a lot of success together, and couldn't he just have like muted his post so that the public wouldn't talk about it?
He could have. He probably wasn't thinking about that though. Honestly, like,
do you really think they don't think about it?
I don't ever even know how to mute somebody, so I don't. Maybe they're like me. Maybe it's Justin Bieber. We don't know, like how involved with like the social media thing he is of knowing what to do and what not to do.
Right, that's true.
So because I honestly have it's never crossed my mind to mute somebody. I've
muted people. There's some people I've muted.
Okay.
It's typically girls, and then like I'll
woman hater.
I know. It's two specifically, but
yeah, I don't think it's that weird. I think if he knew about it and was thinking clearly that muting it would have been a better idea. So that's gonna make me think of all these people and like I'm like, wonder who they have muted. Like, crazy.
Oh, you'd be surprised who I have muted.
Okay, I have to know.
So yeah, I just kind of put like, is it really crazy that he didn't want to see it? They're putting out a whole album together. Speaking of, Call Me When You Break Up bangs.
Yes,
I love that song.
I
do
think
too.
It's so good. I was pleasantly surprised.
And I feel like Gracie Abrams on it was perfect. One question I have is, if you were Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez puts out a song called Call Me When You Break Up, what do you think?
The only reason that I wouldn't think it was that weird is because she wrote it with her fiance, or like recorded it with her fiance.
Who writes the biggest pop songs in the world and knows what the public is going to do with that line.
Yeah.
And what is the difference between Call Me When You Break Up and Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored? And Ariana got like dragged after she steals some man's husband. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. But like, I just feel like the premises of the two songs are very similar, and people really used that song against Ariana Grande whenever she started dating Ethan Slater. But yeah, that song slaps.
It does. And I think it just has to do about the Ariana thing, because I haven't actually, it's so weird, the internet's weird. I haven't actually seen the posts of people having an issue with Call Me When You Break Up, but I've seen people talking about posts that have an issue with Call Me When You Break Up. Like, I've seen the posts that are like, you guys need to just lighten up a little and not have an issue with Call Me When You Break Up,
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the actual issue posts.
It's like when a small influencer posts that everyone's asking. I think I'm going to do a post like that. I'm like, everyone has been asking me where I get my pants.
Yeah, no, it's giving that. But yeah, I think that the difference basically is just that for me, that she wrote it with a fiance and her partner. So it's not like she wrote it with a deep rooted, like, I want my ex back, undertone to it. So
Selena is also like engaged to someone that was in Justin Bieber's life, which I think is interesting.
That honestly is probably like the biggest L for Justin, because I'm
yeah, L's.
Yeah. That's like probably the biggest L for Justin, because Benny Blanco makes such bangers, and I'm sure he liked working with him because of that fact, because all of like any song he would create with him would be great.
Yeah.
And so now that's out the window.
This made me want to pull up, I forgot to add it in the notes, I'm going to look it up real quick, but there was a clip whenever Benny was working with Justin Bieber where he like threw shade at pop stars who start beauty brands. Have you seen this video before?
No.
It's like people assume that he is talking about Selena Gomez. Let me find this. I have a new hate for the TikTok pages that say what the video is about 3 different times before they get to the meat of the video.
In 3 different ways. It's like they're reaching
They do it for the time. They do it to reach a time limit, and it drives me absolutely. I'm gonna text you this TikTok.
But yeah, when they do that, it really gives when you had to write a report in school and you had to hit a certain amount of words.
Yeah.
So you're just rewording the same thing 20 different times to hit that quota.
Look, Justin is not one of those like cookie cutter pop artist. Like, they're like, this is my new single and here's my makeup line. And he's like Justin's like, yo, I have a pimple and I have anxiety today.
It's also like the pimple and anxiety is given quirky girl.
Yeah, it's given. I'm not like other girls.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
I could see that, but also there are a lot of musicians who have makeup lines. So like Lady Gaga has House Beauty or something.
Rihanna has Fenty.
And Ariana has Rim.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of them that he could have just been speaking about a whole, but now he's going to be married to one that has a makeup brand.
I know.
But hers is very successful.
So also Justin Bieber last week also unfollowed Drake, The Weeknd, Scooter Braun's management company, and he finally unfollowed Diddy.
Okay. I think it might have taken him a little bit to process. Because like I said, we don't know Justin Bieber at all. But I just assume being in the industry so young and having ties to Diddy and, all of those kind of people, that there have probably been some not so great things that happened to him in his life.
I know. I hate to speculate on it because it makes me so sad whenever I think about him and what he could have went through.
Yeah. So I think maybe it took him a little bit to really when it all started coming out, to really process that this could have allegedly happened to him as well. And maybe now he's come to terms with that and is in the more over it or anger stage of that process and is unfollowing these people. So
I don't know if he didn't immediately relate this story post to the unfollowing of everyone. It kind of just seemed to happen at the same time. But if you want to read what he posted on his story.
Okay. He said, "It's time to grow up. Changing is about letting go, not trying harder. Are you tired of trying to follow all the rules in hopes to get the results you crave? I've found love to be more powerful than rules. I tried to follow the rules. I'm not good at it. But you don't need to follow rules to enter into a life of love. You just receive. So enter love living. God always grants us love. It's one of his promises. Upon receiving God's love, you start to change and start following love. You don't work to mature. You let go to mature. Today, I'm letting go and remembering the weight isn't on me to change. The weight is on God. So I give all my insecurities and my fears to him this morning because I know he gladly takes it. Asking Jesus to genuinely help me was simply the next step today." That is really sad.
I know.
Whether it's about that or I've seen other speculation about he could be having some drug use happening. Again, allegedly. We don't know.
Yeah.
But it could apply to either of those, and either way is sad.
I think he's obviously going through some stuff. And not that Dumois is trustworthy, but she has said a lot in the last 6 months with everyone asking about the status of Hailey and Justin Bieber. She was like, I have inside sources and I'm not going to talk about it. She was like, he is not doing well, on his own. So I can't imagine any of that. But speaking of the drugs, the potential drug use, also the energy you gave while you were reading that, I felt like I was in school and you wrote something really powerful that you were proud of and you were standing up in front of the class.
We're in poetry class and I thought I really ate.
Yeah, you were you said, what was the line? You said, you don't work to mature. Yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't read this, so I didn't know where we were going.
I know.
I didn't know the cadence and the tone to be using. So, yeah. Hope I did good, everybody.
So Justin Bieber's alleged drugs and things. People are saying that he's smiling weird. And I know that sounds so stupid, but I know what they're meaning. I know what they mean. He's smoking something, he posted an Instagram story of him last week. It looks like a blunt and weed's whatever. So Hailey Bieber had an event to promote her new creamy lip liners. And Justin Bieber was there looking all smiles, but almost in a weird way. And that TikTok is an example of that.
Okay. Yeah, so this is giving drugs to me. Not necessarily just because of the smile, but his fidgeting and moving
He's
back
off
and
balance
forth and can't stay still,
Thinking those shoes look good. I mean,
listen, our boy is struggling with much worse things.
I know.
So he might not have really thought about his shoe choice that day.
I wrote, he's giving Disney character Goofy, is he tweaked out and I hate his shoes. And like, it makes me sad that he could be struggling with something like I can't even imagine. But like that, even just the mannerisms, it's like tweaked out is the only way I can explain it.
Yeah, that's the mannerism. Definitely give that for me. And that's sad. And I think it could be from the fact that he's had to, like I said, maybe process the Diddy things that have come
Publicly,
out.
too.
Yeah, and really process that and deal with that. And maybe he's turned to drugs a little bit to help and cope. So it's just a whole sad situation if all of this true.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
There's been a lot of his like representatives have came forward and said that he's like in the best place he's ever been. And I'm like, there's no way.
No.
Like the next video that we're gonna watch is he looks like he's strung out. Go to the one that says this is another video raising concerns from fans.
High like a fly guy. I fly high like a magpie. I go high like I'm that guy.
I like the boy is not sober there. There's I'm around people that smoke weed all the time and their faces don't look like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? I'm not very familiar with drugs.
Yeah.
Like, not just meaning like I haven't done them, but like just
The effects of them.
Yeah. I haven't been around people on various different things. So I don't even know like what he could actually be on, but.
And maybe he's just goofing off and like being silly on the internet. But like all I'm saying is someone who's like completely like wrapped up in their faith and stuff, like they're not doing stuff like that. Like even like relying on weed so much, like I don't believe like there's anything wrong with that. I think it's completely natural. But like when it's your existence, like, and you're posting videos of it and like promoting it and like so high that you're like not there in some way, like that's not being like content with yourself and in a good spot. Like even if it's just weed, like, but I don't think that it is. There is one that I put Sloane's reaction.
Very dramatic reaction.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up too. There was a Sloane video whenever he was covering like the drama, the fallout of like Selena and her friend that gave her the kidney. I forget her friend.
Yeah.
Friend C something. And he obviously has someone like writes his YouTube videos. And in the beginning of the video, he was like, "There is a girl that Selena stole her kidney," and it was just like the most stupid thing I've ever seen. But it's so funny to me. He had to like make an apology video because it's like, but why would you read that?
Literally, he is so dramatic. I really do enjoy his content, but he is so dramatic because he posted a video a long time ago about Selena and Justin and their like tumultuous relationship and their drug use.
Yeah.
And how they were like on the street, like on Skid Row trying
Now
to
that was true.
Yeah.
I want to dive into that one day.
Yeah, but it is, he was being dramatic with it. It was just funny, his style, you know. So here we go.
Justin Bieber attended his wife Hailey Bieber's road pop-up, and this video is going viral because people are concerned for him. It seems like he's a little bit unbalanced, he's rather thin, and there are reports that he is using drugs again, which is a red flag. He did just make this long post on Instagram, which we will break down in a moment. I'm talking about headlines like this: Justin Bieber lurking behind his wife Hailey as they leave her road launch party amid concerns for his well-being. Now, with everything that is coming out about Diddy, even despite that Jay-Z and Diddy lawsuit being thrown out, there's still a lot of evidence against him, and there were rumors about Justin being involved, being implicated in videos, and I'm sure this could be putting a toll on him, especially with his newborn son, and imagining himself as a kid and remembering everything he had gone through. And that's just an assumption. I mean, maybe there isn't any trauma with Diddy, maybe there are problems at home. But this is helping out those rumors because it is a good look that he is showing up to her function.
So the other TikTok that I just sent you is like, it's a photo that I keep seeing passed around, and it's like him just looking like really like gaunt and like hollowed eyes kind of look, which like he doesn't look great like in these photos. But
Justin Bieber has responded to allegations that he's struggling with substance abuse after he recently sparked concern amongst his fans over his health. Justin Bieber has been out and about a lot lately, including an appearance at his wife Hailey Bieber's road event where some fans thought he was acting erratically. There's also been some concerns over his appearance, but now a rep for Justin Bieber is shutting down any speculation that the singer is not doing well.
Yeah, I mean, a part of me is like not sure if that's a true representation of him and like what he looks like because of this like drug use or whatever.
Yeah.
Or if it's just that one, they're like, doesn't look like the bright young whatever. It's
that's
like,
stupid.
We're aging. Okay. Men age too. So that could be a reason. reason. And then also like paparazzi pics, like if you're literally just caught off guard, I'm sure, I've never been paparazzi'd, but I'm sure there'd be some horrific pictures of me out there.
Yeah, and he also like has had health issues in the last couple of years. He had that, I forget what the syndrome was, but it was like half his face was temporarily paralyzed. Was that what it was? It was Rupert syndrome. Or it was something where like half of his face was paralyzed and he wasn't able to tour.
Yeah, Ramsay Hunt syndrome.
Ramsay Hunt. Yeah, which that was like really scary. And you know, like the same time that he had that disease, like Hailey Bieber had a stroke, like before she had a baby. And like that stuff's scary. I just wonder like what, I don't know, in that moment whenever it was first happening, I was like, what if it's because they got the COVID vaccine? But like, you know, that was just crazy. I also put a photo of myself in there from earlier this week just because in defense of Justin Bieber, like people can look at that photo of him in that yellow shirt and be like, yeah, he looks really bad there, but it could just be a photo or a bad day. And like, we all have them.
Yeah.
You should add in a photo of you from a bad day too.
Oh, okay. I think I look just as worse as Justin Bieber does in that one photo when I find one.
Also, Josh Richards from BFFs met Justin Bieber over the weekend at a celebrity hockey game. And I'm telling y'all, Justin Bieber has a new smile and it's not his teeth. It's like the way that he's holding his face, because in the photo that Josh Richards posted, Justin Bieber has the same like smile on his face. And I think that is funny. It's just so like, it's
like overcompensating almost.
It's like not real. Yeah. And it's like his smile has never looked like that before.
Yeah. I really think that it's some kind of drug, and that it's kind of like the geeked out smile, you know?
Yeah, like even in the second photo that Josh posted, you can see like it's like he's trying to hold his eyes open the way like to look like he's not like on something.
When you're like, everybody's gonna know I gotta put my eyes really wide.
Yeah.
And you're like,
exactly.
Hey guys,
exactly.
Yeah. Don't ask me how I know that. I don't know.
That day that the gummy was still working on you.
That was me at work that day.
Yeah, you were like, can I help you out with anything?
I was like, they're gonna know that I'm hungover from a gummy.